Hello friends, thanks for watching Storytime at Home, brought to you by Arapahoe Libraries. My name is Paige, and today I'm going to share a story that I made up about a fire-bellied toad. But first, let's sing the good morning song. You ready? Good morning to you, good morning to you, good morning dear friends, it's nice to see you. All right, so my story starts with a fire-bellied toad who hopped into town one day, and she was looking for a new home. And the first thing she tried was a yellow taxi cab. She thought it was warm and cozy and perfect until it started to move. Oh no, her house was moving. And not only that, people kept getting in and out of her house. She didn't like that one bit. So she hopped out of the taxi and went down the street. She came to this apartment building, and outside the apartment building, she found a tin can. And the fire-bellied toad hopped inside. She sat there for a minute. This is pretty nice, she thought, until someone kicked the can, and the can rolled and rolled. Oh no, the fire-bellied toad got dizzy. She didn't like that one bit. So she got out and hopped down the street. She came to a coffee shop with apartments on top, and outside the coffee shop, she found a paper coffee cup. And she hopped inside. And she sat there for a minute. But then she decided, oh, I don't like how this coffee cup smells. Can you imagine? She didn't like the smell of coffee? Oh, I can't imagine that. But still, she didn't. So she hopped down the sidewalk. She came to this restaurant. And outside the restaurant, she found a paper box. And she hopped inside. But then the wind blew and tipped the box right on top of her. Whoops, stick, there we go. Right on top of her. Oh no, she couldn't even get out of her new house. She didn't like that one bit. So she sat there for a minute and wondered what to do. But luckily, the wind blew again and the box tumbled off of her. Whew. So she hopped down the street when she came to this house. And outside that house, she found a glass jar. And she hopped inside. And she liked it. It had lots of windows. As a matter of fact, it was nothing but windows. And it was sunny and kind of warm. But it wasn't very private. A child walked up to the jar and tapped on it and peered at the fire-bellied toad. And she thought, oh no. And she froze. She was so scared. The child was looking at her with its big eyes. Oh, she didn't move a muscle. And luckily, the child thought that was boring and walked away. Ooh. So the frog hopped over to this building. It was called the City Animal Shelter. And in this window it says, adopt a pet. The fire-bellied toad sat outside and wondered what to do because there was nothing for her to try out for a new house. But inside the building, a person saw her and wondered, I wonder if that toad is lost. So the person put on some protective gloves for two reasons: to protect the person's skin from the toad, and to protect the toad from the person's skin. And the person scooped up the fire-bellied toad and took it inside the building and put it inside a beautiful terrarium, which is like a glass case. and it was filled with water and rocks, but best of all, a bunch of bugs. And the fire-bellied toad ate up a bunch of crickets, and she was so tired after all of her adventures that she took a nice long nap. The end. Well, she took a nice long nap, but the animals in this house did not take a nice long nap. I wonder what's going on in this house. Let's find out. Let's take down these things and we'll find out what's going on in that other house next door. I think there's a sleepover going on. I think there are a bunch of friends playing, and they're playing on this great big bed. There it is. Here's a friend. It's a goat. There's a goat. And the goat is on the bed. The goat kind of looks like it's jumping. Here's another friend. It's a shark. And the shark is also jumping on the bed. And so is the tiger. And so is the giraffe. Oh no. And so is the snake. How many animals are jumping on this bed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 animals jumping on that bed. And here's the mama. She's a crocodile. There she is. She's holding her cell phone because she's going to need to make some phone calls. There were 5 little animals jumping on the bed. One fell off. I bet it was the snake. And bumped their head. Thump. Mama called the doctor. There's the doctor. And the doctor said, no more animals jumping on the bed. Now there are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little animals jumping on the bed. One fell off. The goat? Yeah, the goat fell off and bumped their head. Oh no, thump. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more animals jumping on the bed. How many are left? 1, 2, 3. 3 little animals jumping on the bed. One fell off. Oh no, the tiger. And bumped her head. Thump. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more animals jumping on the bed. How many are left? 1, 2. 2 little animals jumping on the bed. One fell off. Is the giraffe. And bumped his head. Thump. Oh. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more animals jumping on the bed. Oh. Do you think the shark learned its lesson? All its friends are hurt. Oh no, of course not. 1 little animal jumping on the bed. She fell off and bumped, thump, her head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more animals jumping on the bed. Oh, well, the doctor's right. There are no more animals jumping on the bed. Mama said, oh my goodness, let's get you all some ice packs for those bumps on your head and put you back into the bed and go to sleep now. And then she said, I need a break. I need something nice and soothing. So Mama Croc said, I'm going to take a nice warm bath. Here is Mama Croc's bathroom. Does that look like a bathroom? Nope. It's missing some things. Let's see. What goes in a bathroom? Oh, you're right. A toilet. Let's put the toilet in the bathroom. And what do you wash your hands with? Soap and water. Yep. But you need a sink. There's the sink. And above the sink, sometimes you can look into it and see your reflection. It's called a mirror. There's the mirror. And next to that, there is a bar attached to the wall, and there's a towel draped over it. And next to that, of course, is a beautiful tub filled with warm, bubbly water. And the Mama Croc gets in the tub and she says, bubbly, bubbly, bubbly bath, filled up to the top. Listen to the bubbly bubbles. Pop, pop, pop. Can you say that with me? Bubbly, bubbly, bubble bath, filled up to the top. Listen to the bubbly bubbles. Pop, pop, pop. Well, I think crocs also like to swim in the water. So let's sing a little song about Mama Croc. Ready? Mama Croc is swimming in the water, swimming in the water, swimming in the water. Mama Croc is swimming in the water. Bubble, 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 pop. Do you remember when the fire-bellied toad got into the terrarium and there was water? Yeah. Fire-bellied toad is swimming in the water, swimming in the water, swimming in the water. Fire-bellied toad is swimming in the water. Bubble, 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 pop. What about you? Do you like to swim in the water? Should we say little friends? Little friends are swimming in the water, swimming in the water, swimming in the water. Little friends are swimming in the water. Bubble, 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 pop. Yeah, excellent. Well, that was fun. Let's say our goodbye rhyme, because that's all I have for you today. Ready? We'll wave up high, we'll wave down low. Wave them fast and wave them slow. Wave like me, catch a bubble. Wave to the moon, hey moon. Wave them silly, pretend we're swimming. We'll see you soon. Bye. Thanks for watching Storytime today. If you want to watch more Storytime at Home videos, you can find them on the YouTube channel called ALD Live. You can also go to the Arapahoe Libraries website and click on the 0 to 5 page under Children's and find a lot of videos from me and my friends and a lot of other virtual events as well. So check it out. Thanks for watching. Bye.